Welcome to this week's Game Day Plus. Make sure you subscribe to the Adidas Football YouTube channel to keep up with all the action for the rest of the series. It is the semi-finals of the Champions League and we are here at the home of Real Madrid, who are going to be taking on Juventus on Tuesday. Later in the show, you're going to see the most decorated goalkeeper of all time, Real Madrid legend Iker Casillas. But before that, I love him, you love him, even your mum loves him. He's one of the greatest players in the history of the game and the most famous man on the planet. In a Game Day Plus exclusive, here is David Beckham.
Trust. Said I think they need to know I don't play around. On my own 2 feet, and my soul's been nailed to the ground.
People measure success with, obviously in my field, by trophies, by medals, by the success that I have had over my career. Personally, I measure success on, have I had a good time? Have I had fun? Have I reached the goals that I wanted to reach when I was 8 or 9 years old? I wanted to captain my country. I wanted to represent my country in a World Cup. I wanted to win the FA Cup, you know, and luckily I achieved all those dreams. But when I sit with kids and they turn around and say, you know, how can we be professional footballers? The one thing I always say to them is, A, you have to enjoy yourself. You have to have fun playing football. If you want to be a professional footballer, then you have to have fun. But more importantly, you have to be dedicated. You have to make sacrifices. And I think sacrifices was probably one of the most important things for me, because, you know, I was as a young kid living in London, friends, you know, going out on a Friday night. But I made a sacrifice of staying in, watching Match of the Day on a Saturday evening, and I had a game on the Sunday, so I was in bed early. And, you know, those kind of things, you know, for young kids are important.
You brothers better know I don't play around. Try come find me, end up in a lost no found.
For every family and for every kid, it's different. You know, I was lucky. I had the support of my parents, I had the support of my sisters, you know, my grandparents. So I had that real kind of family base behind me. Unfortunately, not every kid has that. So, you know, you have to really be mentally strong to sacrifice certain things, and luckily as a kid, you know, I had that. But, you know, I still strive to, you know, be the best at whatever I do in my life.
Game Day Plus is giving away 2 pairs of tickets to the UEFA Champions League final in Berlin. And not only that, but you'll be able to play on the pitch the morning after the game. To win this amazing prize, all you have to do is tell us how many times David Beckham has won the Champions League. Leave your answers in the comments below. Entrants must be over 18 and full terms and conditions can be found online. David Beckham's former Real Madrid teammate Iker Casillas is the most capped goalkeeper ever in the UEFA Champions League and has lifted the trophy 3 times. Here is the greatest number 1 in the history of football.
Prácticamente 9 años, me siento educado, aparte a nivel personal, por este club donde me han enseñado unos valores que han reforzado mi personalidad y me han dado un carácter desde pequeñito. Entré en un club donde la afición es exigente con sus jugadores y a la vez elogia cualquier esfuerzo que desempeñen en el terreno de juego, porque lo viví desde pequeño, lo vivo cuando fui jugador y lo viviré después de haber sido jugador de este equipo. Aprendí mucho de todos aquellos componentes de esta familia donde nos enseñaron a todos los jugadores que formamos parte de este equipo, pues el sacrificio, la lucha, la entrega, coraje, trae de adjetivos, que haya sido y siga siendo el mejor club del mundo. La Champions yo creo que va ligada al Real Madrid, pero es todo, ¿no? Son 10 Copas de Europa, el único club que tiene una cifra redonda, bonita, yo creo que hasta da gusto decir 10 o décima. Ojalá los que estamos ahora formando parte de este club podamos seguir dándole muchas alegrías al madridismo, muchas más Copas de Europa, sabemos que es difícil, nos costará esperar otros 12 años. Yo creo que el primer rival más difícil que vamos a tener va a ser nosotros mismos, la motivación, las ganas y querer otra vez superar lo que hicimos la temporada pasada, que fue un éxito rotundo. Siempre en el fútbol lo que reina es el gol, la jugada bonita. Es cierto que siempre hacer una parada también a la gente le gusta mucho, pero no es tan determinante. Nosotros tenemos un puesto de mucho riesgo. Puedes hacer 10 paradas en un partido, pero como tengas un error, La gente se queda con el error más que con lo que has hecho antes. Pues el recuerdo que tengo más bonito siempre es el de ganar títulos. ¿Por qué? Pues porque tenemos la oportunidad y el privilegio de poder dar alegría a muchísima gente. Yo creo que eso es sentirte satisfecho primero contigo mismo, pero también con el resto. Millones y millones de personas cada día se acuestan pensando en el Real Madrid, pensando en los partidos que puedan venir cada semana, y millones de personas se van contentos y felices a la cama cada vez que el Madrid gana o cada vez que ha conseguido un título. Y eso yo creo que es un privilegio que tenemos todos nosotros. Da igual lo que pesen, que se levanten siempre.
This week, Real Madrid take on Juventus, where one man who smashed them in for both clubs will be hoping to make his mark. That man is Alvaro Morata. We're like best mates. He DMs me. Hashtag bromance.
And I am living my mama's original promise, original work of predicted. Say honestly, should be told that my infinite limited me for a moment, believing and hoping to different approach, and I evenly coasted through reaches and poaches. Now the reason I'm focused, you might see in a moment.
We're here in the beautiful Turin, and I'm joined by Juventus' superstar Alvaro Morata. Alvaro, good to see you, my friend. We're in Italy. Main question we want to know: what's the food like?
La comida está muy buena, La pizza aquí es increíble, la pasta también, es bastante parecida a España, se come muy bien, no es como en Inglaterra, pero se come muy bien aquí.
Is there a pressure for playing for a club like Juventus?
No, una presión no. Cuando juegas en un grande, en el mejor equipo de Italia y en uno de los grandes equipos de Europa, creo que es un orgullo, pero sobre todo una responsabilidad. Sabes que llevas mucha gente detrás, mucha gente que ve tus partidos, mucha gente que sufre cuando pierdes.
Of course, you've played in the Champions League final at the age of 21. How special was that moment? What was it like?
Es un momento increíble, creo que uno de mis sueños que he cumplido, jugar en la Champions y ganarla, creo que para un futbolista es con su equipo, pues, lo que pueda aspirar a ganar es lo máximo. Creo que es una sensación que pagaría porque mi familia o mis amigos lo vivieran.
It was an incredible feat to be able to win La Decima with Real Madrid. What was the feeling like in the dressing room after knowing that you've won the Champions League?
Es una sensación, no sabes ni qué hacer cuando te ves con el trofeo en la mano, es como hasta aquí hemos llegado y ya no hay que conseguir nada más.
I have to ask it. Would you want to play against Real Madrid?
Bueno, sería muy especial y muy bonito para mí. Allí tengo mi casa, mis amigos, mi familia. Creo que será un partido muy difícil, creo que sería increíble. Creo que mi primer año en la Juventus, llegar hasta la final de la Champions League es un sueño. ¿Por qué no imaginarnos llegar hasta el final? Y por qué no? Haría lo que fuera por ganar esta Champions.
Alvaro, thanks very much, my man. Good luck in the semi-final. This season, the Skill Twins have been teaching you tricks to burn your opponents on the pitch. Head over to their YouTube channel to find out more. Game Day Plus isn't just where you get to see the biggest players in the world. We're also showing you the most amazing innovations in football, like the Adidas My Coach Smart Ball. I'm here at the Adidas headquarters and we're talking about the My Coach Smart Ball. So first of all, Tony, do you want to just walk us through what exactly is the My Coach Smart Ball?
Smart Ball is a football with a sensor built into the ball, and it measures speed, spin, strike point and the flight path of the ball. As soon as you kick it, it will send that data back to a mobile app where you can get all of that information immediately. You can see here we have a sensor module mounted right in the center of the ball. It's supported by these Kevlar strings that just keep it dead center, so no matter where the ball hits, whether it hits a post or how hard you kick it, that sensor doesn't move, and that's really important to keep the flight of the ball normal. You can't tell the difference. If you're holding that ball there, you won't tell the difference between that and any other football without a sensor.
So what type of aspect is kind of key with the Smart Ball? Would you say, is it the power or is it based around technique?
It's all of them, to be honest. There's simple coaching modes to learn how to just strike the ball properly. We then move on to how to strike it with power, and then learning how to apply curve, spin to the ball so you can bend it around the wall or over the wall, and even through to zero spin kicks like a knuckleball.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's the one that everybody wants to master.
At the moment, that's the one, isn't it? You see Gareth Bell doing it week in, week out.
Totally, yeah.
Have you worked with pros testing this ball so far?
We've worked with players at all levels. I think from a power perspective, Cafu was 113 kilometres an hour. Vieira was 112 or something like that.
Do you think that a Smart Ball is something that could be used in the future in the UEFA Champions League?
Oh, for sure. I think in 10 years' time we could be seeing a ball on the pitch that's measuring every kick, every touch of a player, and sending that data back also in real time to the fans, so you can actually see how hard the ball was kicked, what the spin was, all this kind of thing. It's just a great way of improving on your own, training on your own. If you're really focused and you want to be the best that you can be, it's products like this that enable you to do that.
Tony, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Excellent.
Cheers.
You look sexy. The sexiest Game Day Plus presenter there is. And you're good at football. What? Yeah. Makes Marcelo. I smell good too.
Adidas Body Care is giving you the chance to be at the Champions League final this June in Berlin. For a chance of winning this amazing prize, visit adidas.com/gamedayplus and click on the Enter Now button on the homepage. From there, all you need to do is input your details and you'll be entered into a draw to win the tickets. Full terms and conditions are available on the site. That's it from this week's Game Day Plus. Make sure you subscribe to the Adidas Football YouTube channel so you don't miss a single thing. See you next week where we'll be catching up with players from Bayern Munich and Barcelona.